Who knows me? Okay, two. Okay, so everyone else is new. My name is Reverend McDuffie. I teach in the district in leadership class that I created called the School of Life Leadership Class. I'm from a program called the I Am Initiative where faith-based adopt schools. I've been working in the district for over actually 10 years as an IA and really about close to 20 as a substitute teacher. But I've been in Patterson all my life. I am 56 years young, this year, 56. Married this year, 22 years. I have a 35-year-old son. I have a 17-year-old daughter. I got 3 grands, and I've been awesomely blessed. I live in the great city of Patterson. I also got an office in Weehawken, New Jersey, right by the water. I'm just sharing principles with you about what you got to do. We're going to talk later, all right? Because we have to forget about your dream. I came to check on you, all right? Or you're not in here no more. All right? No. I just asked about you. I need your cell. I just said my phone. Please need your cell. I need your cell. I give you all the assignment. We're doing a rap concert to raise money for the homeless. I didn't forget that. And so I want to get ready for May the 1st. That's the National Day of Prayer for the whole city. And I want to use that day as a launching thing. So just leave your cell here for me, all right? So, name is Reverend McDuffie. And my job here is to teach leadership skills so we can keep you focused on your goal. Give me your name and tell me what your goals is for your future. Give me your name. When I point to you, give me your name and tell me your future goal. What you plan to do after you leave youth corps. I want to see how sharp you are. All right? Ready? Yeah. Go. What you want to do?
I might go to trade school for
Yes, sir.
Construction or trade school. For holders, right? All right. Out in front of mine. Let me know. Go.
I want to go to college. I want to go to college for criminal justice.
Criminal justice. Okay, got you. Don't get no record. Don't get no record. All right, go.
I want to go to take music classes.
College? Do what?
I don't know what's next.
You know what's next? Okay, so you delayed, all right? Don't know yet. Okay, go.
You're on my desk before we go to precinct.
You want to work in the prison? Yeah. What kind of prison is that?
Oh, he said work.
Work in the prison? All right, go.
Game designer, maybe.
All right, we do this.
Game designer, maybe.
Game design, so technology. All right, go. Genesis? A nice name. Beginnings, right? Go ahead. What you want to do?
DJ, nigga, DJ.
Detective. So you got law enforcement. All right, go.
DJ.
You want to join the army. You want to go to the military. Okay, you have a passion to fight for your country. I'm going to ask you a question. You have a passion to fight for your country, right? Is that where you're going?
I always wanted to go ever since I was little.
I got you. These questions will be important because my job is to get you to stop wasting time. This is why I'm teaching this, all right? Because some of us are funny at the wrong times. We don't take our lives seriously, and that's why we delayed, end up in prison, locked up, and you be in the court crying for the judge to give you a chance because we do dumb stuff at the wrong time. We're not smart. We're not wise. Go ahead.
My name is Rudy Hernandez, and I want to go to college for business management.
Business management. Beautiful. Go.
My name is Morales Rodriguez, and I want to go to college for airline hostess.
For what you call it?
Airline hostess.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk. I'm trying to bring a pilot school for Patterson to female pilots. Go ahead.
My name is Ruben Mendez. I want to be a DJ.
Be a what?
DJ.
DJ, okay. So you got music, you have pilot, we have law enforcement, we have someone who don't know what they want to do. And what I want you to do, take out your paper and write these numbers down. Everybody, you got paper, pass it out.
Pero como? Yo tengo un teléfono en la mano mío.
You should go get your notebook. You have a notebook. I
Yeah, do this for me now.
everybody, but it's a new class. I'm here every
Can't we
single
do shit?
Tuesday,
What?
11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 1 hour. And I'm trying to get you to focus on your life and keeping you focused.
Hernandez?
Okay?
Put your
Every week, 1 hour. Huh?
See you, man. Don't be cold.
Yes.
Hand it
We
down.
went
Yo, señor Checo.
every Tuesday. Okay? Get a piece of paper. And when I want to show you something, I want to show you these numbers on the board. Okay, my brother, you want to zoom up and stuff? I want to show you this. Write these numbers down, everybody. Write down 24 hours. Write down 120 days. Okay? Focus. I want you to write down 3-year plan. I want you to write down 25 years old. I want you to write down. I want you to write down for this. Reach for 40 days. Okay? I'm gonna show you these numbers on the board. Okay, yes. And I want you to be able to take seriously what I'm teaching you. This course I teach, people pay thousands of dollars for. I come teach a youth corps because I believe that when we reach our young people, we save our nation. I'm gonna show you how to get out of the wasted time and get focused on your life because you don't have time to waste. Your greatest enemy, hello, hey, your greatest enemy is wasted time. This is gonna be your enemy. I'm gonna give you two things on this board that's gonna be a problem for some of y'all in this room. Wasted time. Okay? Wasted time, and watch this one. Peer pressure. This is the two things that destroy a lot of young people. Your peers control you. You crack jokes at the wrong time. You're not focused on your job. You think it's all about the girls or the guys, and all this stuff it does is waste time. Nothing is worse than to talk to a sister who's supposed to fell in love with a drug dealer, and she's all in love with him, and he spends most of his time in jail, and you sit around waiting for him to come out, and after 10 years, he decides, I don't want to be with you no more anyway. So you had 10 years, you gave your life to this guy. This guy had no vision, no dream. He has no desire to take care of you. He will make that quick, fast money. I call that wasted time and give it into peer pressure. Right now, in the prison populace in our country, blacks and Latinos pay the salary of the judges, the lawyers, the prosecutors. You pay the salary because we make up most of the prison populace. You know why a lot of people get caught in that game? Because they don't understand these numbers I have on the board. I'm gonna give you these numbers. I want you to hear me closely, and I'm a pretty tough teacher. I don't like to play around because I got less than 60 minutes to try to change lives. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing all over the country. And you're privileged to get this information. Because many of you may not take me seriously today, but 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you'll remember that pastor came, the Reverend McDuffie, the guy with the hair, remember the tall black guy came? My life was changed because you're going to hear me later when you face these situations. In this room, by a show of hands, let's just be honest, who in this room right now live in the house with your mother or your father or your guardians? Raise your hand. You live with one of your guardians, okay? Put your hand down. Who in this room here, you pay the full mortgage or the full rent on the apartment?
What the what?
All right, let me try one time. Let me try it again. Here's the question. Who in this room live in the house with your mother or your father or your guardians? Raise your hand. Put your hand down. Who in this room, you pay the full mortgage and full rent on the apartment? Raise your hand. Whoa, 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 whoa. You mean you don't pay the rent? You don't pay the mortgage?
I pay some.
Oh, well,
I pay some. Facts.
I knew you were going to say that. Greg always say that. But you don't pay the full thing. Am I correct? So who pays it? Who pays it?
Oh, my father.
Thank you. Who pays it?
My mom.
Who pays it? Who pays it?
Brother.
Who pays it? Who pays it? Who pays it? Who pays it?
My mom.
Who pays it?
Mother.
Who pays
My
it?
stepfather.
So no one here said, yo, Rev, I pay it. No, you don't. You pay a portion. And trust me, you ain't paying much. Your mama and daddy or your guardians cover you. So that means you got a little bit of time called what I call covering time. While you're getting a house over your head, a roof over your head, you're supposed to be taking out dollars and cents and paying yourself so that you understand these numbers on the board. It's called cushion time. Someone say cushion time.
Cushion time.
What do I mean by cushion time? Anybody? What do I mean by cushion time? Anybody know what I mean by that? Cushion time.
Santa hit the bag.
Who got a couch in your house? Who got a couch? All right. Why do you lay on your couch?
To watch TV.
Okay, watch it.
I'm for mine. Facts.
So, what's that called?
Coach.
Couch. And so when I lay on the couch, it keeps me what? Cool, right?
Yeah.
Now, who owns the couch?
Us that live in the house.
Us on it. Who paid for it?
My mother.
Nobody.
Wait a minute.
My mother.
I'm gonna mess with y'all because I'm gonna show you why some of y'all won't make it because you have a disrespect for your parents and disrespect for your household. You don't know how grateful it is to have someone who bought you a couch. Because I was in houses with folks that have couches. I go to houses where folks lay on the floor, they don't have a couch. So you chilling in your cushion, and you chilling, you just laying there, you know, watching TV and turning channels. There's 10, 15 other folks who don't even have that. So let's try one more time. Who owns the couch? Thank you, because you can pay for it. So whatever you have, your parents bought it for you. Now you think you own it. Why do you think you own it? Why do you think you own it?
I would live there.
Every day.
All right, but this really is yours.
No.
Who owns it?
Yes.
My
So your
mama.
mom said, I love my kids, I love my family. You guys enjoy the couch, enjoy the TV, enjoy, and you're loving this, man. Because watch this, you go to school every day, you ain't working no jobs, some don't work no jobs, some just living, going to the refrigerator, pulling food out, enjoying the life. But how do you know that stuff changes fast? How you know? How you know stuff changes fast?
Because I have no person before that I kick out of the house, and then for God, just something, just a really big change. Because now they not with the father, now they got to stop going to school.
Oh, so which means that you can get kicked out and lose all that stuff. So do you have a couch anymore? No. You have a TV anymore? No. You have a roof over your head anymore? No. And if you think that'll happen to people, watch. Because time it takes is one person to get sick, one person to die, one person walk out, and now all the luxuries you had, that God come inside your house and listen to TV you pay monthly for, we got to take it because you're not paying for it no more. They roll that TV out the house. You know what I'm saying? You on the couch, right? It's oh, by the way, I'm sorry, she been paying rent on the couch. You have a job? No. So they take the couch out. So you sit in the living room and look, oh, God, I ain't got nothing to do. Oh, by the way, you leave the apartment because the rent's not being paid. All this stuff can happen in a matter of what? Time. This is your greatest enemy. This here. Because if I meet anyone in high school who don't know what you're going to do, you're wasting time. I'm going to tell you something about Jewish communities, and I hope I got a lot of followers that follow me. And one thing about Jewish community, who knows what Jewish communities are in New Jersey? Who knows
Tú
where
tienes uno.
Jews live at? Anybody know? Anybody? Jews live at.
New Jersey.
I'm gonna give you a city.
I can see.
Nope.
Cliff.
Mira, tiene muchos followers. Dos gente.
Oh yeah.
This is a major Jewish city, and I'll give you another one that's nearby. See? Now, I'm going to show you something, how people think, and why your greatest enemy is between your two ears, is your brain. How you feed this and the information that gets you ready for your future. There was a guy I read in a good book. Most of you might know this book. And they asked this guy, what are you doing? This is what he said. He was 12 years old. He says, I'm about my father's business. Anyone know where that book come from? Anybody know? No. I'm going to say it again. He was 12 years old. And they asked this kid who was talking to all these powerful Fortune 500 Bill Gates people. He said, don't bother me. I'm 12 years old. And I am about my father's business.
You know about a movie?
Let's see. Huh?
A movie?
Movie?
There's no movie of
The
it?
little kid wrote the
No, I'm saying there's no movie of it.
No movie. There's many
I know
movies. There's been
nobody-
many movies of it. Many movies. Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody can guess? Anybody guess? Anybody? No? Can't guess? Nobody knows?
Nope.
Nobody knows?
Not sure, right?
Nobody knows?
Only famous people.
Try it again. Try it again.
I don't know his name.
Whoever you tell me the movie's about, you can't say that. You got no count. You got all the
Yo, coach.
Whoever guesses the name will get this $10. All right, we'll give you $10. All right, try one more.
Yo, coach.
Stay with me.
I got you.
Because you can't cheat. All right. Now I just mentioned. Let me try it again. There's a famous book where this kid was 12 years old talking to all these powerful people. And they went to the kid, they said, yo, what you doing? He says, I'm about my father's business. Who is this guy?
You don't know.
Let's see, take a guess.
¿Cómo que se llama?
Take a guess.
You know Mr.
I don't know.
Take a guess.
Martin Luther King.
Take a guess.
George.
Mark Anthony.
This nigga said Mark Anthony.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
Yeah.
Mister, you know.
Romeo Santos.
Take a guess. Take a guess. Can't. All right. Now. All right. So what I'm doing, this is what I do in my class. I take out money.
Because I had him that shit.
So those who pay attention, I give out gifts. I do this to keep
Like,
you
I remember, nigga. Let's say
All
yo.
right, so I'm going to put this away to the next
Let's
question.
say yo.
And you try the next question.
What's the answer?
Go back in the pocket to the next question. You got to stay alert. I'll give you the answer.
Yo.
I'm talking
I
about
knew it.
every single Sunday.
What?
What's his name?
Who? What?
Mr.
I'm
Cash.
talking
Wait, what
about
happened?
every single Sunday.
Like at church?
You.
Jesus, man.
Ah, there you go.
Oh,
You see,
That
I cannot get
Te
the
pasa que no te lo iba a ganar. Yo lo había podido compartir contigo.
Come on, coach.
Wait.
Jesus, listen. Is a historical character. He was 12 years old in the temple, and they asked him,
Jesus, Nick.
what are you doing here? And this was his question at the age of 12.
You could have said.
Whoa, no. You gotta have an
For real.
understanding. You lost that question.
The only reason I didn't.
But coach, you said I can't answer it.
It was
I
because
do know
That was
that. I do know that, sir.
And he only answered it because I
you
reminded him. He only answered
Oh, that's
it because I
what.
reminded
You gotta
him.
guess. Next question. Now watch this. Stay with this. Now, keep focused. Keep focused.
Pero me lo hace dinero ahí, man.
Here's the challenge. This guy, this was his name. This was his name here, right? In the Greek language, y'all listening? Y'all listening?
Sir.
Okay. In the Greek language, his name is Yeshua. Okay? He was 12 years old. Yeshua means Jesus. Also,
She said Jesus,
called
God.
Jesus.
No.
It's really Jesus. But it's Yeshua.
She said
in the
Jesus,
Greek.
God.
He was 12 years old. And watch this, y'all. You're with me. I'm talking.
And alive.
He's focused on what the Father's business is. So if you're after the age of 12 and you don't know what you're supposed to do, you are behind schedule. I'm trying one more time. One more time. Don't be 14, 15, 16, 20, 25, and you tell me what you're not supposed to be doing. I don't know yet. That means you are behind the 8 ball. You're way behind. Because at 12, he already knew what he's supposed to do. So who's supposed to help you understand what you're supposed to do? Who should be your
Yourself.
first? Oh, you say self, really?
Yes.
Who's your guardian? Parents. See, here's the problem. Here's the problem.
What if you don't got parents?
This is what's going on in our
So.
country. You see this? What's the word, y'all? Come on, y'all say it. What's the word?
Parents.
Parents. These two were supposed to train and cultivate you to move you towards your gifts so you understand what you're supposed to go to school for, to find out what you like to do. I am the second eldest brother of 4 sons. My mother and father gave birth to 4 sons. The eldest is Ronald, first place. I'm Michael, second place. My brother Derek, third place. My youngest brother Jay, fourth place. Watch this, all right? My brother Ronald loves business. I love ministry. My brother Derek is into sports. There's someplace, Wichita State College. And my youngest brother Jay is a computer technology guru. Now, as we're growing up, my parents see where we're at and begin to realize that I was a little bit different than my other brothers. They're out playing sports, outdoors. I'm in the room reading books. So my father would say, you know, you're a little different than the other boys. Because I was called to ministry. They recognized it. So at an early age, I struggled with stuff because the call of God was on my life. But my mother and father prayed me through and guided me till I found the passion I was called to. So before the age of 12, I knew I was going to stand up and talk to people because that was in my heart before the age of 12. All right? When I come to you, someone talk to you, and you don't know where you're going, any road takes you there. If you don't know where you're going, any road take you there to a place called nothing. Loss with no direction. So sometimes you see some of these brothers and sisters. I said, yo, sister, why you with this drug dealer? I don't know. What's the purpose? Why you selling drugs? You was born to do this? Really? Really? You don't know by the age of 12 what you plan to do. You ain't got that much time. You don't have that much time. Let me give you something that a famous psychologist said. And this is real deep. Write it down in your notes. From crib to 5 years old will most likely determine what kind of person you'll be for the rest of your life. Look at this, y'all. From crib to 5 years old. Psychologists, some agree that the first 5 years of you in the planet will determine what you'll be from 6 all the way up. The first 5 years. And here we are at 16, 17, and still don't know what we're supposed to do. Let me tell you something. If I know I'm going to become a law officer, watch this. At 8 years old, I know one thing, I can't get arrested. I can't get a record. I can't hang out with Negroes that go no place. I gotta protect my name. I can't get, and you definitely can't get arrested and work for the FBI. Because once you got anything wrong with your record, you don't work for the FBI. They can't use you. You may get a job as a cop in Patterson, but FBI, whole other ball game. FBI would come to your city, and I had an FBI agent come to my house and say, Red, let me tell you something. We need black females and Latina females to work for the FBI. The problem is in Patterson, these cats got records. Records? What do you mean records? I thought you can't get a record after 18. No, they go back to your childhood and find out what you did.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking to me, right? So you gotta say, if I know what I'm supposed to do, I can't get caught up in drama. I can't hang out with you. You ain't going no place. You a weed head. You ain't going on. I'm not hanging out with you. You get drunk every Friday and show up on Monday. What happened? You were drunk for 3 days. You wake up and say, what happened? Time. All that wasted time. Brother, you said to me, McDuffie, we have a lack of black females, Latino females in 2 different areas of law enforcement that are missing. State troopers, and FBI agents looking for black females and Latino and Hispanic females, and they can't find them due to records. So here's his job. When you start working the first year, your salary will move from $40,000. You stay there 40 years, it jumps up to $90,000 with full benefits. But you didn't realize that because you was hanging out with the wrong guy at 10, 11. Wrong place at the wrong time. So you get arrested, you're in the car with someone, they lock you away, put you away. You know, you go stand before the court. Y'all beat that, yeah, until you get ready to go get a job later. Now you got a felon. Now you got a serious hang-up because you didn't understand the power of time. When I come to you and I say what you want to do, you got to give me you got to say, listen, I'm going to college. I plan to do A, B, C, D, and that's all there is to it. You got to be focused. Now, while you focus on your goal, watch this, and you're a handsome little guy. So all the females gonna be right there. Oh, Jose, listen. Jose say, listen. Jose ain't got time. Jose going for what I gotta go for. Now, if you catch up and run next to me and stay with me, we might have a chance. But I'm not stopping to wait for you. I'm not stopping hoping you go. No. I'm too obsessed with this thing called time, right here. Now, I want y'all to circle this. Everybody circle this. Circle that number. Circle. Come on. Ain't got long. Circle 25. Sometimes women get this stuff faster than men. You should mind me look faster. Now, anyone know when does your brain finish forming? Anybody know? At what age?
25.
Huh? 21. Go. Anybody? Guess.
What age what?
What age that your brain finish forming? Finish growing?
15.
15? Somebody?
I would say 24.
When you're born.
When you're born.
24.
24? Guess.
Finish.
Guess.
Finish.
Guess.
When?
I said 24.
Guess. 12. Anybody else?
He said when you're born.
You said?
I said 21.
Okay.
Okay, for 21 that is. That's right.
That's what
One time. According to some people, I'm trying to, because sometimes everybody, all sides don't agree on all information. But the research I've done,
Or you have done, you see?
according to what I did research on, there's a certain age where the brain finishes forming, which insurance companies use to change your insurance rates because they understand what happens to the power of the brain.
How old are you?
All right, I'm 56 this year, 56. Okay?
21 or 18? I'll say 40.
You said 40.
I'll say 40.
The closest was the guy here, 24. Because this age I put on the board is why I put 25 here. Because from crib to 25 years old will determine the strength of your brain. Now what happens is there's a piece of material that covers your brain called myelin. Someone say myelin. And myelin is like this piece of spongy material that freezes the brain at 25, so all the electricity inside of the brain connects so you make the right choices. This part is called your cortex. This is where you make the decisions of what you say and you don't say. How many know you can lose a job based on your interview? Whoever went for an interview and you thought you got the job, they didn't call you back. Anybody? You ever had that experience?
Yeah.
You thought you had the job? All right. How many know that when you walk into an interview, 9 times out of 10 before you even sit down, that guy's already decided whether you can get the job or not. Did you know that? Within the first, why within the first minute or two, you already know. Why?
How you dress? How you dress?
Dress. Go.
How you speak.
How you speak. What else?
How you act?
All right. I'm coming for an interview. Right. This is me coming in. Get this.
How you walk?
What's the guy gonna say? He interviewed you. No, he doesn't say that. No, he doesn't. He gonna say this. He said, "Wow, nice to meet you, Mr. Rahim. It's nice." He said, "Do me a favor." He said, "Give me your application. Don't call us. What? We'll call you."
We'll call you.
Are they gonna call you? No. They're gonna take the garbage can. They're gonna slide your thing in the paper. Call in the next 300 person. Because 500 people are interviewing for a couple of positions. So when you walk in, you got time to waste. You got to walk with your chest up. My name is Mr. Rahim. I'm here for the position. Have a seat. And you sit down with your white crisp shirt. And you don't get tattoos on your face and your neck. Dumb stuff. Because Tommy got the little fat tattoo. Well, Reverend McDuffie, they didn't hire me. You think that big giant poisonous knife on the side of your face got something to do with it? Now you got a right to wear what you want to wear, but wear it someplace where you can conceal it. You ain't got time to waste. You got to get this job, get this money, man. You can move out your mama's house. You live on your mama's roof, your mama paying the rent, your daddy paying the mortgage. You sitting with your little cushion television, pushing channels until your mama say, yo, Rahim, you 36 years old. You ain't working a job yet, man. You ain't got no high school diploma. You have a diploma, and you sitting here eating up all the tasty cakes and hamburgers. Get your butt out there, get a job. Because you think you'll live off of mama, live off of daddy. But let me tell you something about parents. They don't stay forever. How do we know?
They're gonna die one day.
Talk to me. They're gonna do what?
They're gonna die.
And when they die, you take their place. You step into their shoes. And guess who else gonna die? You. So keep that in mind. So everything is always transitioning. Y'all with me so far? Everything. So there's no such thing as, all right, because one time I was your age, right? I was 17. I was 18, right? Right? And so when I got to a certain age, like 33, I was like, whoa, yo, I'm getting older. I said, oh, that's enough. Stop at 33. That's it. Oh, stop at 34. Oh, stop at 35. And guess what? Time kept on what? Ticking. So I had to understand that this is my precious commodity is wasted time. So when I tell you what you plan to do in college, when you leave youth corps, you got to get your act together. You got to stop and think, okay, this is what I plan to do, and get focused on it. You can change plans along the way, but don't give me no empty answers. What I don't plan on doing. You're 20-something years old. You're 19, 17, 16, and don't know? Nah. You got to find out what you plan to do and master that time. And you got to take care of your health. Because this is what I have discovered about the age of 25. I want you to hear me close. This is very good for you. Now I know we got this thing, and please don't get mad at me, all right? I want you to help me out. They're going to legalize marijuana. What is legalized marijuana? What is that?
Allowed in the country.
Okay, talk to me.
Cannabis, everybody gonna keep the smoke.
Is that good or bad?
It's bad. I mean,
That's
Let's
good.
Let's talk about that. Let's open it up. Let's talk about it.
good.
Someone who says it's good? Legalize marijuana.
For medical purposes.
I'm not. No. I knew you were going to say that, John. But check this out. I got legal aspirin in my medical cabinet. I got legal aspirin.
Oh,
who
what?
got aspirins in their medical cabinet? Who got aspirins? And then who got Aleve at their house? Aleve. Women got that for cramps. Aleve. All right. Now I got that. I'm telling you, it's good pain relief. Right? Now guess what? In my cabinet, I got aspirins and Tylenol in the bottle. Right. I have never went to an aspirin cabinet and pulled out. You know what? Let me take some aspirin. Let me take some aspirin. When do I take the aspirin?
When you have a headache.
When I need it. I don't need it. I don't go up there and just start taking drugs just to take drugs. I got a problem with that. I got a serious problem with that. And here's the thing. And this I want you to be close to y'all. the weed that some of y'all smoke, it ain't even healthy weed. It got stuff added to it. You don't even know where it's coming from. Medical marijuana has to pass through certain things to help you alleviate yourself from glaucoma and other things. But here's the problem I have with marijuana. If you want to take it, don't smoke it because that makes it poisonous.
Drink it.
You drink it, put it in a tea.
Drink it.
I'll take a shower with it.
Because you got to find a healthy way to use it. Watch this. If you have a medical situation, I don't like this thing that my 18-year-old daughter, somebody can walk up to a store and put dollars on the counter and go down the street smoking weed. I just have a problem with that because that stuff does something to the brain and throws you off kilter. And they have discovered that now we're finding more folks already driving high on highways. Because this stuff is strong, man. You be running to a building, high off marijuana, because once you open it up, it lets everything just loose. But here's the point I'm gonna make to you. You got to be smart enough of what goes in your body. You don't know what you're drinking, what you're smoking, what's going in you, and it's deteriorating you. When you see this thing 25, and you, how old are you?
18.
18, how old are you?
18. 17.
18.
16.
Oh, God, you baby. Oh, my God. Beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. Go.
18.
18.
18.
Now, all y'all at that age, we call legal, 18 years old. That's what they call legal. You're at legal. But my thing is, you 6 years away from 25. My question is, how strong is your brain?
Not smart.
Let's see. I'm not talking about smart.
Not smart.
I'm saying, how strong or how, watch this. Does your brain now contain stuff that shouldn't be there? Is there some other toxins in your brain that affects you and you don't even know that it affects you? You know? I had a person who would yell out stuff in the middle of the class, and they wouldn't know what they was doing. Ooh, they kept doing it. I kept saying, something wrong with this right here. Something wrong with this. Because this thing will tell you what to say and what and what not to say. How many ever thought something and just thank God you didn't amplify the thought that you thought? Come on, be honest, y'all.
Wait, what?
Let me try one more time. How many ever had a thought and you said to yourself, you know what, I better not ever give words to this thought because they'll throw me out, I'll go to jail, because that thought does not need to be what? Amplified. You know what told you not to say that thought? What told you? What part of your brain? This here, because your brain is separated in 5 parts. So this part of your brain tells you, don't say this, say that. The brain says, don't you push that girl down the stairs. Don't do that. Don't you kick that man. Don't do that. This is the part. But guess what? If this part of your brain is weak, it will do and say anything. You know what they call that in today's society?
Retarded.
Brain illnesses.
A lot of people have that.
Yes, a lot of folks. And they say 1 out of 5 have a certain brain disorder because your stress level, your alcohol level, your weed level distorted this part of your brain. So you got to 25, the mitolin never fully closed, so the electricity don't flow right. So you say all types of dumb stuff, can't sit still, out of order, they added ADHD, added all these things. And the problem is, from your birth to the age of 25, you lived a very highly stressed life. Because you didn't clean your body, you didn't fast, you didn't work out. You didn't focus your thoughts. And so now your brain does not function like it's supposed to. So you got some serious issues at 16. Now they put you on medication. Put you on depression medication. And all this stuff helps you temporarily, but it damages other parts of your body. This is stuff that a lot of folks want to tell you. I'm going to give you some stuff that's going to blow you away. If some of you in this room, listen y'all, over the next 120 days, begin to take care of your body, you'll be amazed how strong you become. Raise your hand on these questions. Watch this. And stay with me, girl. Who in this room right here like fast foods? Raise your hand. Fast foods. Be honest. Will you like to eat?
Hell yeah.
Will you like to eat?
Check,
go.
Check,
go. Banana Kings. That's nice. Go. McDonald's. All right, go. Huh?
That's
the chopper. All right, go. Popeyes, go. Really? McDonald's, go.
McDonald's.
Go.
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster, go.
Chimney truck.
All right. Now watch this. Now watch this.
I like checker fries.
Nobody said to me, yo, Red, I want some spinach burgers, man. Yo, Red. I want some applesauce. Yo, Red, I want some coconut drink. Watch this, y'all. Yo, Red, I want a veggie sandwich. Everything is always, how come there's no fast food restaurants for healthy foods? Because that type of food gets your mind ready for 25 years old. Who in this room, raise your hand, I'm messing with y'all. Who in this room, be honest with you, you eat between 4 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day?
8 different types of
Wait, let me try. Let me take the question. Let me try again. Look, here's the question. I like that. Watch this. Who in this room, you eat 4 to 8 servings of different fruits and vegetables every single day? Some of y'all lying. Some of y'all lying. Some of y'all lying.
Yeah, nah, hell no, you don't.
I'm not giving money for this now. Then what you do? Go. What you got?
I eat like apples and grapes, but not like 4 different type of fruit.
Do you eat it 4 to 8 times a day?
A day, yeah.
A day.
A day, yeah, hell yeah.
That's good. Stand up. Stand up. No. See, you see this? You see this? Let me tell you that. You see me? I got double lap disease. See? I mean, my belly double lapped over my belly. All right. So I have to work going to the gym to purge it out. At 56 years old, I got some toxins here. I got to work to get this stuff out. Your metabolism at this level, if you stay on your game, this thing will stay like this and won't get like this. And the brain, this brain will be strong if you did exercise, watch this, push-ups, walking, water, vitamin D outside. I'll give you some other stuff later. And you did this regularly. By the time you get to my age, you'll look 25 and 50. But here the problem is, most of them get caught up on this. Yeah, and all that stuff starts to mess with this thing here. See, if anyone have any kids? You don't have no kids, right?
Nah.
She's not here.
Who is your father? About father?
Nah.
About father?
I'm pregnant.
You pregnant?
Yeah.
What? How old? How much?
3 months.
3 months. What's the name?
Of my girl or the kid?
The kid.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure yet? What name you got?
I think for her it was Carla. I think it was a nice name.
Okay,
It was a
Carla.
boy.
A little boy. Okay. Now, let me tell you this. The sooner you know, the faster you go. Can I say it again?
Yes,
So
sir.
say it again, Rev. Say it.
The faster you go.
The sooner you know, the faster you what?
Go.
The faster you go.
All right, now, Dr. Martin Luther King, this is Black History Month. He graduated at Morehouse College at what age?
16.
Oh, who said that? Oh, you good. 16.
What happened?
Dr. King graduated from Morehouse College at what age? 16.
I wouldn't say that.
Listen, we in youth corps at 18.
I wasn't listening.
He had his college degree at what? 16. At your
That's
age,
him.
Dr. King was walking out of college with a degree.
Cause he's smart.
The sooner what?
The sooner you know.
The faster you go. So what I'm giving you is information to take back your time.
Hey.
To be serious on what you do. You know, I'm gonna say something, and I hope I don't get you mad, but just hang with me. Let me share something. You're real special, all right? I was young like you. Made a lot of dumb mistakes. Married now, been down some roads. You know what sometimes could be embarrassing is to be in the store with your wife and your ex is on the other line over here. You know what I mean by that? And here's your wife, and there's the ex that you had sex with. And so she waving, I'm waving. And in my mind, I said, oh God, I gave her what did you give her my what? My wife. You got me?
Yeah.
Don't look all sanctive. I'm trying to teach you something. See, if you learn how to hold back, called delayed gratification, you'll save more for the one that will be committed to you for life versus selling all your stuff to everybody else. Sometimes you ain't got a boyfriend or a girlfriend or no one in love with you. That's a good thing because it gets you to focus on what you're supposed to do for yourself. I don't believe anyone should be seriously involved with anyone in love until this age right here. Why do I say that?
Because your brain
That's when your brain is able to make those full decisions. And insurance companies, listen y'all, when you drive your insurance rate and some companies drop at the age of 25 because they did a statistical study. Kids drive crazy until they get the age of what? 25. Because by 25, some folks got in college, some folks got kids, and you kind of calm down. And I think back to my life. When I was 17, 18, first got my license, I would drive down Route 4 with a Vega, driving 90 miles per hour to get to work. I would leave my house 15 minutes. He'd put that $5 in there and run down the road. And the cop said, woo, 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 woo. Pull me over, ticket. Woo, 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 ticket. And finally, I had to go to a court case to get my license back. I had to go take up a course. Is you got too many points. You had to go to a course to keep your license. And I was like 19, 20 years old. You know, I started slowing down. I started driving like this, like driving Miss Daisy. I was slowing down because I realized my driver's privilege was in trouble because I realized that time is not for me to waste. So when your teachers in New Jersey Youth Court are telling you to get focused, get that schoolwork, get that paper, is to get you out of here as soon as possible. Nothing's worse than keep failing, coming back, keep doing it, because you can't get time back. I had this guy say to me one time, he came out of jail, he came out of prison. He went in at 18. He came out at 36.
Damn.
So how many years was he in there? 18 years, right? So he comes out, and he came to my church. He said, yo, Rev, I'm ready. I said, well, thank God. 18 years. I said, now all them baby mamas you had, all them kids you got, you owe them all child support. I got 8 kids. I said, you better get 8 jobs. you way behind schedule. How many years were you there?
18.
So what about the kids that grew up? Now they're 18. You think they're gonna like him?
Nope.
What are they gonna say? What are they gonna say?
You
You didn't come see me. You ain't come to my game. See you running around. You gotta go try to pick up where he left off. See, it's not just the jail sentence or the prison. It's all the wasted time. You didn't go to the ball game. You go back to school night. I told this other guy the other day, I said, listen, man, you keep on messing around with your woman and keep on selling them drugs. Someone else will raise your kids. That's what I told him. I said, you keep on playing around. I said, listen, I'm trying to tell you, keep on playing the game because you think that woman is, I'm in love with Shaquita. Shaquita love me, Rev. Shaquita love me. I said, hey, keep on messing around with Shaquita. Give us some of them hard drugs because when the cops roll up on you, arrest you, they're going to lock you up. They're going to take you away like this. Bye, Shaquita, bye, Shaquita. You were locked up 10 years away. Now, while you're away, big daddy long leg walk up on your woman. You know, yo, Shaquita, I'm gonna take her out to eat. Your man ain't here for 10 years. Come on, hold hands. Well, you know, I have a boyfriend here in jail. I don't mind. Come on, let's go to the movies. Let's go out. Come on. They start kissing, and finally, y'all skip it to the movies and everything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all in love now. You start writing Dear John letters. By the way, I think me and you got a split. I see you in about 8 years. I'm in love with this guy here. So now some other man is raising your kids because you didn't understand the power.
I'll be mad as hell.
Stop wasting time. Stop wasting. Next Wednesday, next Tuesday, I'm going to help you focus on what you're supposed to do and take your body seriously. Here's the next thing. How much time I got? I'm almost getting close here. I got 10 minutes. Circle that. What's that number? What's that number?
120.
Say 120. Say 120. I'm going to give y'all a homework assignment. I want you to write down today's date. Write today's date down. Write today's date down. Write it down. And add 120 days to the date. Right?
Huh?
Add?
Today is what day?
The 26.
26.
So
So
February
add
26.
it. Put it together.
46.
Add 120.
46.
It's
146.
gonna be 46.
No, today's date. Today is the 26th.
Oh, you know.
26.
So February 26th is you can't do that.
120.
Yeah, but you got to count the days of the month.
Yeah, but you got
You got to go 120 days first to and count it, and let me know what that number is. February 26th, you count it and
It's
go.
gonna be 146.
But
no, right?
It is, bro.
Some,
You gotta do it from the days, man. Make it
Yeah,
so.
do it.
26, 27, 28.
Everybody.
I got 2 minutes, y'all. Huh?
Wait, I don't have the answer, but is it in April?
Yeah, it's February, March. That's February, March, April. Some date in May is 100. Maybe you do it for me. Go 120 days forward.
No, it's 4 months and 120.
It's 4 months. You got that right. So 4 months. That's 4 months ahead.
So
So
it's gonna
February
be June.
26th, March, April, May, June. Around June. It's a June date. And I'm going to give you what I call the 120-day challenge. Here's something. I'm going to give you something.
The 26th of June. That's when it
There
is.
might be,
Yeah, you can't
we're gonna find, he gonna find out. Now, here, listen, now watch, listen, listen to me. If you hear me, listen to me, okay?
Watch.
If you listen to this,
I have a question. Hold on.
I got less than 7 minutes. If you listen to me and take my word, because the person that heeds instructions becomes wise, is the dumb person that don't put the stuff into action. And you be back here talking about, I wish I would have listened. Don't be the person who wish you would have listened. Do it and watch what happens. I'm gonna teach you something about the blood that's in your body. It's called the red blood cells. Your red blood cells makes up the power of your whole body. Your red blood cells picks up the vitamins and the nutrients from the food you eat, run it throughout your whole body, drop off stuff, watch this, and then pick up all your doo-doo and your pee-pee, watch it, y'all, and flush it out your body. Can I try it again? Let me try it again. I'm making it plain for you, all right? Your red blood cells are designed to pull the stuff out of the food you eat, drop the nutrients throughout the body, take the doo-doo and the pee-pee, and take it out the body and flush it out. You with me so far? You with me so far? You with me? Yes. Here's another part of the blood cell called the white blood cells. The white blood cells are a small group of cells that they do like this. But then when they see sickness coming or virus, they multiply and they chase after the sickness and the disease, and they drive it out the body. You with me so far? That's your red blood cells and your white blood cells. But this is what happened because some of y'all are stuck on fast foods. So you eat all this stuff, and your body got this stuff in it. When the white blood cells see the sickness, the white blood cells be doing like this. I'm too tired. I can't dry that stuff out. Forget it. Just grow cancer. Get a heart attack.
What?
Because what happens is your red blood cells and your white blood cells are not what? Strong enough. Now, watch this. Your red blood cells recreate every what?
120 days.
Let me try it again. What do?
Recreate.
They recreate. Recreate from what? What do they recreate from? From the stuff you eat. Watch this. The stuff you drink and the stress and the smoke you are around. So you're in trouble because you stand next to someone that smokes. Let me try it again. Secondhand smoke is worse than firsthand smoke. And third-hand smoke is the worst. What's third-hand smoke? What is it?
What is third hand
When
smoke?
you smoking, they smoke around you.
Oh, that's second hand. What's third hand? What's third hand? Talk to me. What's third hand?
What do you
What's third hand smoke? Anybody know? What's third hand smoke?
Third hand smoke.
I'll give you one guess. If you get this, your last question. You get this one, you get the $10. What's the third answer? The one answer. Don't say it. Don't yell it out. Put your hand down. Quiet. Put your hand down. Put your hand down. I'm gonna start from here. Here's the question. You say it one time. If you yell it out, you're disqualified. I'll give you one time to answer. What is third hand smoke? Go.
When you smoke after, when you smoking after you smoke with, like smoking after, it's smoking after you're done smoking with other people by yourself.
Go.
No,
Wanting to smoke just because you hear it.
Go.
No.
I'm gonna take it when I come back. Right? Go.
What a good $10.
Go. Come on. What's third hand smoke? What's third hand smoke? Go. What's third hand smoke? Come on.
What is it?
Go that way.
Third hand smoke. Third hand smoke. Third hand smoke.
When you smoking and somebody else is smoking and you inhaling it.
That's what I was gonna say.
The same thing.
Third hand smoke.
That's what I was gonna say.
Third hand smoke.
I'm gonna give it real. I don't know.
All right. Okay. You got it.
That shit sound like third hand.
How do you know when someone's been smoking in your school and they're not smoking?
They smell like
From where?
They
What?
sweater or they mouth.
So third hand smoke is the smoke that get in your what? Clothes. It get in your couch. So if your father's smoking and he stopped smoking and you go sit in the couch, guess who just joined in with the smoking? Who just joined in with the smoking? You did. See, you don't even know that your parents don't know. It put you in danger when they smoking. But all that stuff gets in the couch, it gets in the clothes, it gets in the jacket. So you gotta really protect your body over 120 days. I want to challenge you for the next 120 days to do some stuff.
Okay, look at it right
That's
there.
impossible
right
for
there,
me.
the
Kids
day.
will
I
be
bet you it's the
smoking
day
hookah.
I told you.
What's the date?
I think I got June 26th.
June 26th. So
I bet
here is a
you.
challenge.
Thank you.
Here's a challenge. Look at me, young people. Go through a total baptism.
Huh?
That water, baptism means to become one with. Fruits, vegetables, water, lemon, lime, exercise, walk, and stay away from smoke. And let me know how you feel for the next 120 days. I guarantee you'll grow muscles, you'll lose weight, your hair will grow, and bumps will come off your
I don't
face.
need no lose.
120 days.
Tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow.
Thank you for watching. Thank you. God bless.
Gain weight, man.
I'm good with this.
Where you putting that?
This is my class. It is my class. This is Youth Corps. This is going to be on television. God bless all y'all. Youth Corps. Yes. Great students. Got one of the best teachers here. This is one of the best teachers in the building right here. Yes. All right. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Jose. Thank y'all for watching. I did a real animated class today. Thank you for watching Youth Corps, School of My Leadership class, I Am Initiative. I just taught about take your time seriously. All right? God bless.